Hello and welcome to this video tutorial on how to use myBlueprint to plan and select courses for the upcoming school year. My name is Mr. Mottram, Guidance Counselor at Rick Hansen Secondary School. So to access you or your child's myBlueprint account, please open up a Google Chrome browser. Next, you will need to type in www.myblueprint.ca/Peel. When you do that, provided you are logged into a Peel school board account, it'll bring you to this page and you can click on school account login. And when you do, it'll bring you to this page here. The other way that you can access the myBlueprint account is by going to the Peel School Board website. So peelschools.org. When you do that, it'll bring you to the Peel School Board website. Top right corner, click on Login. It'll open a drop-down menu. Click on BYOD Login. It'll bring up a lot of apps. You will not see the myBlueprint app here, so click on View All Apps. Scroll down to where you see Learning Resources, and you'll find the myBlueprint app. When you click on that, it will bring you to this website as well. Okay, so from here, we are going to access the high school planner. Left side menu, click on high school. This will bring you up to this chart here where students and families can plan courses for subsequent school years. So the new school year and school years after that. First thing I recommend that we do, though, is we take a look at the graduation indicator. This allows us to see how we are or our child is working towards their diploma requirements. We can see a quick snapshot here. The second number here is the total number of credits required to graduate. The first number here indicates to us how many credits we have completed or have completed and planned in our high school planner. So in this example here, right, in this planner here, 8 credits have been planned of those 30, right? 0 credits have been earned because in this example here, it's a student in their first year of high school, in their first semester, so 0 credits have been completed and they have planned. So total is the sum of the number planned plus earned as of this moment in time. If we click on View Progress, it's going to give us more descriptive information. Again, this number here, 30, is the total number of courses required to graduate or credits earned to graduate. This second number or this middle number here, required credits earned, that says how many credits we have earned as of this moment in time. So in this example here, a grade 9 student in their first semester has not earned any credit, but depending where you or your child are on your educational journey, this number will be different. The required credits plan, those are the number of credits in the high school planner that have not yet been completed. So it's those that are in progress or you are planning on taking in future semesters and years. As we scroll down the page here, it's more information. It's a breakdown of those 30 credits. We can see here, it's broken down into compulsory. So all of these rows down here, they list all of the compulsory credits. So in this example here, we can see how we're working towards those diploma requirements. If we take a look at the required column, this tells us how many credits in a particular subject area we need and how many have either been completed or based upon what we have in our planner will be completed by the time we finish all of those courses in our planner. So here, 4 English credits are required. Based upon what we have in our planner, we will have met one of those 4 requirements. For the second row here, it's French. 1 is required. Based upon what we have in our planner, we have 1 planned, right? We will have completed 1 credit. We can see here next to French, we have a green circle with a white check mark. If we see a green circle with a white check mark, it indicates that we have or we will, based upon what we have in our high school planner, meet that diploma category requirement. If we take a look at math, 3 credits are required from what we have in our high school planner and what we've completed. We only have 1 planned. If we take a look at arts, there is 1 course that's required based upon what we've completed or what we have in our planner. We will have completed 1. Green circle, white check mark means we are on track to meet that diploma requirement. Same idea for electives. At the bottom, we have these additional requirements. These are the non-course diploma requirements, as you can see. If that requirement has been met, it will again show a green circle with a white check mark. Keep in mind, these are things that students or you as a parent, you cannot put into the high school planner. These are things as a guidance counselor that we put in our information system where we track diploma requirements. Those are things that we have to input. Once we have inputted them, then a short period later, it will appear in your child's myBlueprint planner. Okay. Prior to planning courses, what I recommend is that families visit the Rick Hansen Secondary School website. Please make sure it's the Mississauga one, as there is a school in BC. We know it's the Mississauga one because you'll see Peel Schools or you'll have the Peel District School Board's logo. If we click on the link, that'll bring us to Rick Hansen Secondary School website. We'll see a page like this. Or identical. If we click on the Students Plus menu, take a look at these two links here, course offerings and course selections. I encourage you to visit the course offerings website. It'll bring up all courses for the current school year as well as the next school year. Year to year courses can be slightly different. If we click on relevant links, it'll provide us with information about courses that will be offered at Rick Hansen. So here, this document here will show us courses for the next school year, both by grade and subject area. So we can use this to plan out courses for our upcoming school year. myBlueprint also does this, but you'll find out you have to click on lots of different links. This, I think, just provides it in a more easier to use format. So we can see all the courses that we can take. As you can see, course codes are blue font and they're hyperlinked. So this will allow us to learn more about the courses, just so we can make sure that it is a course that we want to take, as well as if we have the prerequisite for it. So we'll try it again. It seems like my computer is having a little bit of a lag, but here we go. We can see course information as well as the prerequisite, just so we understand what the courses are about. As well, we can do it by grade, as we can see here, right? So if we take a look at grade 10 course offerings, this here will let me know what courses I have to take in my grade 10 year, as well as my grade 11 year. So once this page loads up here, we can see all of the compulsory courses by my grade 10 year, as well as the electives. Again, the course codes are hyperlinked blue. So if we click on them, it'll bring up course descriptions. Same, we can take a look here for our grade 11 course offerings. Right, we can see here what the compulsory courses are for grade 11s as well as the electives, and they are all hyperlinked. So this will allow you or your child to plan their courses for the upcoming school year. Okay. So once we're back in our myBlueprint account, we can now start planning our courses. Hopefully we've done our research. Right, as you'll see here in the myBlueprint planner, each grade has subject headings. Just because we see that subject headings does not mean we've selected that course. We need to select on each cell, each subject headings to select the course. So in grade 10, right, I need to select a compulsory English course. If I select on the English heading, it'll bring up all English courses. To simplify things, I have these filters at the top and I can change it to the grade. Now it's going to bring up all grade 10 English courses. So it makes it easier for me to find. I'll select the grade 10 English course. Again, this brings up information about the course as well as the prerequisite. I can add it to my high school planner by click on added, and we can see now that we've added the course to the plan because it comes up in blue font with a course code. I can do the same for math. Again, this will bring up all math course codes. Again, I can select the grade that I want, just simplifies my search. I'll click on the course code that I want, and then I will add it to my high school planner, and it appears. Now, if I'm an ELL student, I know that going into grade 10, just by clicking on the course offerings, I can take ESL supported courses. So same idea as the non-ESL support courses, but they just offer more language support. If I wanted to select, for example, the science ESL course, right, back in my high school planner, if I click on science and change the filter to grade 10, I don't see it here in the menu. We've put all of our ESL courses under the ESL subject heading. So next to the filters, we can see there's the science subject area. If we click on the drop-down menu, we can see all subject areas offered. If I click on English as a second language, and I scroll down, I can find all the subject areas where we have ESL support courses. I'll click on science, and there's my ESL supported science course, and I can add it to my planner. Hey, do want to quickly show you something if I've made a mistake, right? So if I click on course, and let's say I also want to take a science course in my grade 11 year, or sorry, another science course on top of my grade 10 one, and I'm thinking, I think I also want to take biology. If I accidentally click on the grade 12 biology, it'll let me know I've made an error because I don't have the prerequisite. If I don't see that and I add the course to my plan, what I'll notice is that in the high school planner, the course name comes up in red font. It's also a little bit of a pinkish background. And we also have this red circle with a white exclamation point. And that tells me that I'm missing the prerequisite. So I can correct this by clicking on the three dots. I can change it or I can delete it. If I delete it, it removes it. If I want to change it because I meant to also select grade 11 biology, I can click on the course that I want and I can add it to my high school planner. You will notice here that as we're adding courses to our high school planner, the numbers change in our graduation indicator. And we can also click on view progress to see how we're doing. In this particular example here, based upon what I've put in my science, in my high school planner for science, I will have met those science requirements, right? Green circle, white check mark. Remember, in grade 10, you're going to pick 9 credits for 8 courses. So we have 8 cells. By the time you filled out all of these courses, another box will appear down here. Grade 11 students, you are picking 8 credits. Grade 12, it's anywhere from 6 to 8 credits. Remember, as you are planning, keep checking your graduation indicator. Once I'm happy with my courses, I'm going to click on Review Course Selections. I'm going to take a look to make sure I'm happy with everything. Then I'm going to click Submit Courses. When I click Submit Courses, it's going to say, hey, I've submitted them, success. Please type in your family's or your parents' guardian caregiver's email, send them approval so they know that what you are picking for the upcoming school year. So quick summary, my blueprint, right? myblueprint.ca/Peel, the Peel Home School Board website. Check your graduation requirements. Please visit Rick Hansen Secondary School website to do your research for courses, plan your courses, and submit them. We do have course assemblies, usually in December, well in advance of the course selection window. It gives families, it gives students opportunities to connect with their guidance counselor so that we can support you through this process. Any questions that you have, we can answer. As well, please also visit our school website here, again, Students Plus, where it says course selection. You can see we have lots of resources on here. We have video tutorials to help with my blueprint. We also have our slide decks that we update each year, information about particular courses, particular programs, as well as the course selection window when it opens and closes. I thank you for your time. Hopefully this has been helpful, and please, as needed, connect with your high school guidance counselor, or families, please connect with your students' high school guidance counselors so we can support you on this process. Thank you.